Hi, welcome to the Winds of Jupiter January 2018 tarot reading. Now we're back into eclipse season with a total lunar eclipse January 31st. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing it from the United States as we did in August, but down under is going to get a good view of it. Now this eclipse is going to be closely aligned with Ceres, the asteroid of motherhood and women. Spotlights are going to be put on relationships for lovers, family, friends. And if we look back at what's going on in the first of the month, on January 2nd, there's going to be a full moon in Cancer. And this is about home and hearth. So this whole month is really about things that are happening close to home. There's one other notable thing going on, and I mentioned that in the introduction, of a sextile between Jupiter and Pluto. This is going to be the first of three that are going to be happening throughout the year. And this is going to be about big broad stroke changes of the world and in our culture and our politics as the cosmic collective is changing. And our role as cosmic citizens as well. A renaissance is coming, a spiritual reformation that is going to be quite welcomed. Well, it looks like some new things coming for you, Capricorn. And your time is coming, too. You're in your time. And there's planets galore that's in your sign right now. And if you've noticed, too, that in January all the way through March, all the planets are going to be going direct. And now your overall energy is giving you a green light for some new beginnings because you received the Magician. It's kind of funny. This is the second sign that received the Magician of the overall energy. And two signs received the Wheel of Fortune for the overall energy. The Wheel of Fortune is usually pretty chaste. So there is some new beginnings coming up. And oh, the aces came up quite often. And you have an ace as well. Now I think with the new year coming up and people making New Year's resolutions, and things have kind of opened up now because the planets were not in good places in November. And then in December, they were kind of scrambling around to finish up some things. You know, it was in the galactic center. And also Saturn changing signs into your sign, actually. Which is kind of like the proverbial child coming home. It's comfortable there. And Saturn can be a harsh taskmaster. And now for you, you're ready to put the nose down to the grindstone and get some things done. Ideas have been rolling around, I think, in all of the signs from what I can see. But now for you, I think it's you wanting to make the most out of your potential. And you are the most responsible sign out of the zodiac. It's time to get your career moving. A lot of things shaking in your life. You know, Mercury isn't retrograde anymore, and it's time to utilize words for what they're worth. Humans are the only species on this planet that actually give names to things. That was the first thing that God gave Adam to do, is to name things. And now it's for you to use communication to your benefit. You have to tell people what you're thinking and what your ideas are for you to launch them. And you've honed so many talents in your life, you're going to make it look like magic. Things are going to appear and people are going to say, how did you do that? Because you made a transformation. Now the rune that you received was Dagas. And it means day, but it actually means making a breakthrough. A new day is dawning. It's about change, balancing things, balancing opposing forces of the dark and the light. And I think this Magician is signifying some divine guide towards your goals. Now the cards on your left, for what you know, receive the Page of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Now the Page of Cups is a fantasy land kind of guy. He doesn't have his feet on the ground all the time. He lives in his imagination and fantasies sometimes. And I think now that it's warning you not to do that, or maybe some people around you that are doing that, and you're identifying with it. It's like, wow, where'd that come from? But then again, he can bring in a sixth sense. He can utilize that for intuition. And if a page is doing his job, he's bringing messages and ideas, which goes right down the alley of what the magician is all about. Grabbing the energy of the cosmos with your free will to make something into a reality. And you have been sprinkling some seeds around because the Seven of Pentacles is about that. Sowing, bringing things to harvest, but they're not quite to harvest right now. They're at a preliminary time now where you're just waiting for the vines to ripen completely. For you get the fruit of your labors, your harvest, the reward. It kind of seems like you're doing two things at once here. You're waiting for something to come to fruition, and you're starting something new with the magician. Now the cards next to the Seven of Pentacles, for what is or can be yours, is the Lovers and the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is kind of making the Page of Cups responsible for his behavior. You can't be in some fantasy land, guy, because the Ace of Swords is about intellect, making logical decisions. It is saying, too, that it was a rough road to get where you're at, to start anew with the magician and waiting for the harvest and the hard work involved in the Seven of Pentacles. This can also be the Sword of Truth where something surfaced and changed things so that you are starting anew. But this Ace of Swords is now paired with the Lover's card. Here it is about deepening relationships and bonds. This is kind of a spiritual thing too, I think. 6 is the Lover's card, and add that to the Ace makes 7. And you have the Seven of Pentacles back there, and it's saying, yeah, now something hasn't come to harvest spiritually with your love and emotional relationships. But that's going to be amended, because the cards next to that, for yourself or self-awareness, is the Ten of Pentacles and the Temperance card. The Ten of Pentacles is a happiness card. Satisfaction, fulfillment, hard work was required, as it was for the Seven of Pentacles back there. This is a card, too, that requires you to have a simple lifestyle so you can enjoy and appreciate the things that come around. And Temperance, too, is a moderation. Make sure you moderate that Page of Cups back there. That can't kind of handle his own emotions. This could indicate a spiritual guide, because the magician is bringing down energy from the cosmos to bring things into the physical world. In any relationships, temperance is a must. You have to moderate yourself and your emotions. But this is making a spiritual and physical connection between your unconscious inner self and your conscious foreself. Now the cards for your future are the Devil, the Six of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Now I think last month you received the Devil too, if I'm correct. Or at least maybe it was the New Year's, the Chinese New Year's. But I know recently you did receive the Devil again. And that's personifying you. That's your card. Now there can be excesses involved with the Devil card. And maybe you're working too hard, because Capricorns actually do that. You can become workaholics. There can be some denial involved in maybe doing too much. So the Temperance card is right next to the Devil card, so it's saying mellow out, balance things out. And if you can do that, you're going to receive the Six of Wands and the Six of Cups. And the Six of Wands is about victory, success. Whatever rewards that were coming from the Seven of Pentacles has now come to fruition. And here you have the Six of Cups. You've got 2 6 cards in the future. 6 is the number of love, which goes back to the Lover's card back there. And the new beginning with the Ace of Swords. Using that to cut through the crap to really see the truth of things. But for some reason, something from your past is going to be coming into your future, which is a paradox in itself. And I wish you acceptance peace and happiness.